Let me ask you this. Have you ever reflected on the question, how high can you fly? What does that mean? Meaning, like, how far can you really go? Maybe if you have a challenge in mind, and it doesn't matter if jiu-jitsu, life, personal, professional life. But have you thought about this on accepting a challenge? Say like, man, let me see how far I can go with this. And the focus is not so much, sometimes the outcome per se, but the journey that you're going to, man, I'm trying something bigger than normal, and let me see what I can do. There's an incredible quote by the motivational speaker Les Brown that said, shoot for the moon, because if you miss, you might land among the stars. And that's the idea. I'm trying to put my goal this high. I couldn't get it, but I'm right here. Well, that's way better than where you were before. With that said, 10 years ago, a little bit over now, but when I turned 40, I started this project per se, a personal project called How High Can You Fly? I accepted a challenge. On that one, I was turning 40, maybe my midlife crisis or whatever. I said, you know what? I want to see if I can compete in the adult division, and I want to see if I can qualify to compete at the World. So I'll go through my journey on that. As a matter of fact, there's a chapter on my book that I do talk about that, about my journey of the How High Can You Fly? So now, basically 10 years later, at 50, I decided to start a new How High Can You Fly? Can You Fly? In different areas of my life. And one of them is jiu-jitsu related again. And this time I decided something that I know that many competitors have attempted, many have completed, which is the Grand Slam of the IBJJF. So my goal is to, number one, my first tier of a goal is to compete in all 4 major IBJJF events. Why is this first tier? Because I'm 50, I've been dealing with injuries for a long time. And if I can get to be healthy and compete in all 4 tournaments, I'll be very grateful. So that's my gratitude goal. Now, I have another goal. My second tier is related definitely to the outcome, which is I want to not only compete, but I do want to attempt to win all 4 tournaments, which is not an easy task. I understand that. And that's what I'm shooting for. Of course, any high-level competitor that signs up, put their name to compete in anything, they want to win. And of course, I'm not going to go different. Maybe I can take second, third, or not place at all. But always we need to go with the mind ready that I'm going to make it happen, right? And the third tier, which is I call the unicorn level, meaning compete all 4, win all 4, and win all matches by submission. So I know that probably, I don't know who has done it, probably someone has done it at some point. And so I bought that. I just put that in a goal just for, entertain myself, let's put it this way. And so, so I had my first challenge was the European and worked out well. And I have another person doing that, How High Can You Fly? I know that other people are attempting the same goal, but I have my brother, Bruno Bastos, who is one of the ambassadors, one of the BJJ mental coach ambassadors, who is in the same journey, signed up for all the tournaments. As a matter of fact, he also won the Europeans. So he's going for his own How High Can You Fly for his own reasons and for his own motives. And the idea of this video is to inspire you to set up your How High Can You Fly? Jiu-jitsu related or not, but something that is going to cause you some discomfort, something that it's more challenging, that are like, oh boy, that's going to be a tough one. But man, let's see how far you can go. So this is something that you can share with people or not. You just do it by yourself because you want to do it. Or like Bruno and I are doing, just kind of put it out there like, hey, this is what we're attempting. And if we don't get it, that's okay, but we're going to give it a shot. We're going to go. We're going to do the best to participate, be healthy to participate on all 4s, do our best to to win all four. In my case, in his, I'm not gonna be able to get the third tier of all submissions. I won 2 matches by submission, 2 by points at the Europeans. It would be nice to say here that I've been winning all by submissions, but there's someone on the other side prepared and also want to win their own How High Can You Fly. So it's part of the deal, but I just want to put it out there for your reflection. How high can you fly? How much can you really push yourself on a specific goal? Set up, make sure that you understand exactly why you're doing that. It's not because of Gustavo and Bruno are doing, I'm going to do it too. It's like you need your intrinsic, your extrinsic motivation to understand exactly why am I doing this. And sure, you need to set up a plan. Set up a plan and start attacking, jiu-jitsu related or not. Okay, so soon I'm going to be posting an episode of the diary of a master episode. First episode of the season 2. I did one for my 2024 Master Worlds run. So I'm doing something for this, and I'm trying to get some like backstage type of deal or behind the scenes. The problem sometimes I just don't even remember recording. Like, oh man, yeah, I need to record. But record a few things from the trip, the matches, so put it out there. But for the pans, I want to try to do maybe something a little better. Try to get a little more footage and stuff. But it should be available on YouTube soon. So I'll keep you guys posted and think about it. How high can you fly? Us.